Altcoins, Bitcoin, they've made new lows. And in this video, we're going to talk about what's going on in the market. I'm just going to keep it raw and real, quick, short video today. So if you appreciate me creating content when the market is bearish and things look, well, rather red, all I need you to do is smash the likes, click the subscribe, and hit the notification bell because it's free. Why not? And I really do greatly appreciate your support. Also, I got to do the disclaimer as always. I'm not a financial advisor. Full disclosure, I do hold the cryptos that I will be talking about in this video. Crypto trading is very risky. 99 out of these 100 crypto coins I talk about will go to zero. And today is a day that I share with you the downside risk to investing in crypto. The upside is great when we're all making money and gains are there. But if you don't take those gains, you don't trade your way in and out of this market, this is what can happen. So let's take a look at it. Refreshing the charts. Bitcoin at 77,000 dropped all the way down to 74,000. So we've basically retested the previous all-time highs here when we went to all-time high, okay? So to me, from a technical perspective, we're still in this uptrend. We're still holding the uptrend. And yeah, it looks bad. Yeah, it doesn't feel good in the portfolio, but we're still technically in an uptrend. So we do need to bounce from here, which we have, which is a very nice, little bounce here in the short term. But what is really causing this? And why are all of the altcoins super red? Well, you can see that the US stock market has just erased all of its gains from the last 12 months. So when the stock market drops as low as it does, it affects crypto. Crypto is basically beta to stocks, right? If stocks go high, crypto goes higher typically. But we did see some decoupling of stocks and crypto until literally this morning. So Bitcoin was holding up better than the stock market, but now it's kind of gone, back down. And you can see Trump has said oil prices are down, interest rates are down. The slow-moving Fed should cut rates. Food prices are down. There is no inflation. And the long-time abused USA is bringing in billions of dollars a week from the abusing countries on tariffs that are currently in place. This is despite the fact that the biggest abuser of them all, China, whose markets are crashing, just raised its tariffs by 34% on top of its long-term ridiculously high tariffs plus, not acknowledging my warning for abusing countries not to retaliate. They've made enough for decades, taking advantage of good old USA. Our past leaders are to blame for all allowing this and so much else to happen to our country. Make America great again. So what is happening with the tariffs is basically people are fearful that it's going to cause a recession. And when people are fearful that a recession is going to happen, they sell things. And then other people sell things because then they know things are going to be sold off. And then people see the red and they just get euphoric towards the downside. And that's exactly what you're seeing in the charts, right? And to be completely honest, right here, Trump came into office right about, January, 20th, his inauguration. I mean, that marked the top. That was the easiest. Buy the rumor, sell the news, and that's how you have to trade these markets. I hate to say this, but the crypto markets, even Bitcoin, I believe you need to be buying low and selling high. I just truly do believe that. The only one maybe with the exception is Bitcoin. For every other altcoin, they're not here to be held, okay? You're not here to hold for the long run, all right? Maybe an exception would be Ethereum, XRP, and Solana. Maybe, and BNB. Those would be my only exceptions. But everything else basically just oscillates up and down against Bitcoin. So if you're going to buy and hold, which I am a buy and holder, I wear the hoodie, just hodl it, right? I'm a buy and holder of Bitcoin only, okay? That's the only one I believe that this strategy works for. Why? Because Bitcoin has proven to me that it's just continued to go higher and higher. The altcoins, right, kind of have these outperformances every couple of years. And to me, to be holding your money in an altcoin, praying for it to go up based on cycles and what Bitcoin's going to do, we've seen that Bitcoin has gone up this cycle, but altcoins have continued to drop and fluctuate based upon liquidity and what's happening. And a lot of the institutions are buying Bitcoin, then just holding on to it. They're not really, recycling that and putting it back into the altcoins. So for me, if you're up on altcoins, taking some profits, moving it into Bitcoin, having a, portfolio where it's more geared towards buying and holding, if that's you, or if you just want to be a trader, you can trade. And if you want to trade, you can click the link down below and join my VIP course, because I teach you exactly how all that works, as well as with Femix, you can get some sweet bonuses. Just click the link down below for Femix. Both of those are for you. But what I want to bring to your attention here is that if you can survive this period, the rewards will be the greatest ever, but only the strongest will survive. No one said it's going to be easy. And it's really true. I really do believe that we will get a crazy altcoin season again. The tariff thing will end. The red will end. This is just the opposite of what we've been seeing here. And I do think that, this will recover. And you're starting, you're starting to see, XRP still, was at, 50 cents. It's still at $1.50, right? SUI is down to, $1.80. A lot of these coins are ridiculously low now. So to me, if you have any money on the sideline and you're like, hey, maybe I'd, throw my ring in the hat with some of this crypto stuff. I mean, you're buying Solana at $100. That's crazy. This was at $300 literally, a couple of months ago. And this is a top 10 crypto coin, right? So the volatility here is crazy. Cardano is back down to 50 cents. This was just at $1. Okay. You're talking a 50% discount. Even Ethereum, $1,500 in Ethereum. I mean, you're getting prices that we haven't seen for 4 years. These are bear market low prices. So to me, now is the time to at least start, DCAing in. That's what I'm going to be doing, because these coins are just too cheap. The discounts are too good. And look, Polkadot at $3. I mean, you're talking, this could easily go to 5x or 10x from here. That's only a $15 Polkadot. I mean, that's nothing. This thing went to $50. You got HBAR at 13 cents. This was just at like 30 cents. I mean, Hyperliquid's down to $10. You got, Pepe down to 0.06. Aptos at $4. Near Protocol is at $2, down 20%. Like, Ondo is at 71 cents. I mean, I'm just absolutely shocked. Crypto.com, the Kronos token, is at 8 cents. I mean, to see what's happening with these coins, VeChain again down to 2 cents, like, is absolutely crazy to me. So yeah, this just, to me, everything is just deep discount, super on sale, and I believe in the future that these coins are going to make it. Now, the meme coins and some of those other coins, when they're pumping, they're great. But after that, holding on to those for the long run, definitely not something to be paying attention to in the long term. Meme coin trading, all that stuff is a trade. You get in, get out, right? Because I've seen when I bought coins, for example, the Pengu coin, we bought Pengu at 3 cents. Today, it's down to 0.004. That's a 10x lower. We ended up buying all the way up, like, in this area. This is exactly when we bought. But literally a few days later, about a week later, it was up in the profits about like 20 or 30%, if not more. Now, again, if you didn't take profits on that and save some of your money then yeah, here we are. But now here you are. I mean, look at where the price is for this coin. Like, how much lower is this going to go? It could go lower for sure. But my point is that, like, all these coins are massively discounted. And I believe we are going to get a counter trade rally here at some point. When? I don't know. Nobody knows. This, when the Fed pivots and interest rates start being cut, this could be months. Okay, I would target Q3, Q4 again this year and into 2026. At this point, that's where I'm looking at. And I know if you've been in the 4-year cycles and you've been waiting for a while and you see Bitcoin at 77,000, like $77,000 Bitcoin, I never in my wildest dreams, would have thought Bitcoin at 77,000 that we'd see altcoins at these levels. I mean, these are bear market low levels. Like, it's absolutely crazy. So those are your updates. Stick with it. Keep coming back to the channel. We will have regular updates, probably not every single day at this point because there's just not a whole lot to talk about. But in today's video, I want to share my thoughts and opinions on this. Smash the likes, hit the subscribe. Thank you all for all of your support. And click the links down below in the description. You can get some sweet free bonuses right now with Femex. You also can enroll in my online course at a massive subscriber-only discount because it's massively red here. So again, those are your offers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next videos.